you doing?
What you watching? Highlights?
Say again?
I said, what you watching? Highlights of the game?
No, I'm making a vlog, man. Yeah, man. I wish I'm going to though. Have a good one, bro. Yeah. What up, what up? This is Finance, Fitness, and Folk channel. We discuss finance, a little bit of fitness, and talk about some folk. I'm gonna talk about some folk today, yo. So, on today's episode, I'm gonna discuss how your employer doesn't care about you. Or, and like a better word, doesn't care about your wealth, all right? Admin notes. Thanks again to all the subscribe to the channel. I endeavor to keep pushing these videos out to give you leverage to better yourselves. So, just came from Starbucks. It's a Friday morning. Just wanted to go ahead and, treat myself. I normally don't get Starbucks. It's too many calories. Folks say that Starbucks is, I guess, I don't know, maybe it's somewhat healthy to a certain degree, but I don't really mess with it like that and too much, especially with it being, with it having sugar and cream in the coffee. But, it is what it is. A lot of times I'll just drink my coffee black. So, but I'm not drinking it black today. I have a macchiato. So, like I said, just one of those days that I wanted to just treat myself, right? But anyways, let's get into it. So why do I say that your employer doesn't care about you? Or doesn't care about your wealth? Well, it's very simple. They don't care about your wealth because what does it benefit them, right? So I saw a video from one of the YouTubers that I follow. Shout out to All Things Real. He has a great channel. He showed a clip of this one employer that's in, I want to say he's based in Australia, and he basically said that he believes that unemployment should rise because he wants to make sure that employees understand that they really need employers. They really need to have a job, and it's a privilege for employees to work for these guys. You know what I'm saying? And they wanted these guys to really feel the pain. I guess this particular person really wanted employees to feel the pain of not having a job, just being unemployed. Now, let me tell you something about that. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I said this in a previous video where I stated where if half of Americans saved most of their money, the economy will collapse. You know what I'm saying? And that can really correlate with folks being unemployed. You know what I'm saying? You have half of Americans unemployed or more, it's going to be chaos. It's going to be pandemonium. You know what I'm saying? But that statement that particular employer said on that video really hits home as far as when I say that employers don't really care about you. Now I do understand that there are some employers that really look out for their workers. They give them comp time. They give them all these incentives, they give them bonuses. So I shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying anything bad about them, but even those folks, you know what I'm saying, don't care about you as much as they care about themselves or their family, because it's human nature. You know what I'm saying? You have a person that actually built a business, you know what I'm saying, whether it be from the ground up or they took over a business, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, you are working for them. So it's incumbent on you to work in order for them to pay you, right? And that's just one of the things that really handcuffs people when it comes to having a job. Now, once again, let me go ahead and go back and say this. I do not want folks to believe or think that you absolutely have to have a business or have to have a situation to where you're an entrepreneur to make your own money to survive, because the world needs employees. They just do. That's how the world works. You know what I'm saying? I made this channel to better folks understanding about finances, fitness, of course, and particular folks. And I do also harp on a lot of times, start a business, start an LLC and create your own business, right? But That's not for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is cut out to be an entrepreneur. Not everybody is cut out to have their own business. That's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say is that the reason why I harp on having your own business, because it builds wealth a lot quicker than you actually having a 9-to-5 job, a shift work job, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Instead of using a Roth IRA or a 401k. I think it's a 403 for nonprofit. These investment engines that you use to build wealth, you know what I'm saying? That can build wealth definitely over time. But, being a real estate agent, you can cop 30 grand off in one sale, you know what I'm saying? Some of these deals that these real estate agents be securing can literally bring the average person out of debt in one transaction. Too easy, you know what I'm saying? These folks are doing multiple transactions like this a month. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying real estate agent is just one of the things you can do to work for yourself, you know what I'm saying? But employers, I'm gonna generalize. I'm just gonna keep it real, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, they don't care about you like you think they do. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all about production, you know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and say this too, because this just came to my mind. So think about all these folks that actually says something bad about certain demographics, certain races, certain genders, and publicly. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be through social media, through news outlets, or whatever the case may be, right? What happened to these folks? They got fired. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And the thing is that the employer that fired them could have had the same views, the same core values and core beliefs that this employer had. But the thing is bad press. You can't say everything out your mouth in social media and think you're gonna have a job. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, you know what I'm saying? These comments that these folks made changed their lives forever, because some of these folks might have been living paycheck to paycheck. They said one thing about a demographic and their job is gone. The employers pretty much just cut them, fired. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of let's face it, a lot of folks in America are living paycheck to paycheck. You know what I'm saying? So folks losing a job is critical right now. You know what I'm saying? The economy is not that great, y'all, right now. It just isn't. You know what I'm saying? So once again, the reason why I say the employers don't care about you is because they have a job to do, just like you have a job to do. You have a job to work for them. They have a job to make sure their production is straight, because if production ain't straight, you getting the axe, y'all. You can't get with the program, you're gone. You know what I'm saying? Just straight up, you're just out of here. And working for yourself, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just a real secure way of you understanding and really taking your life back. You know what I'm saying? Saying to yourself like, hey, ain't nobody can fire me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my own, I'm doing my thing. But this rolls right into one of the videos I made before. You know what I'm saying? Build wealth while you're single. You know what I'm saying? Because becoming an entrepreneur while you're single means you don't have any obligations to anybody else other than yourself. You know what I'm saying? No wife, no husband, no kids, none of that. You know what I'm saying? So you can take the jump and the risk of being an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? Because you fail, you know what I'm saying? You're the only one being affected, not anybody else. Now, I'm not saying if you have a family right now, don't pursue that, because that's what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Have faith and pursue that goal. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing hurts a good try. I think there's a quote for it, but I mean, it's one of those things, like, you know what I'm saying? If you have a job, if you have a dream about something, or you have a goal to make something out of yourself when it comes to your finances, but you don't take that first leap, you know what I'm saying? You're always going to think about, what if I had made this choice? What if I had, stepped out on faith and really took in the sights, you know what I'm saying? Really understood that I needed to make the decision to make sure that myself and my family is financially secure, you know what I'm saying, through entrepreneurship. But I'm telling you, man, these employers, they don't care about y'all, man. They just don't, you know what I'm saying? They care about production. What can you do for them? What can you do for them? Because if you can't do anything for them, you're gone, you're out of here. Myself, you know what I'm saying? I have a job. I'm about to go to my job in the next 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying? That's real talk, you know what I'm saying? Now, and let me be transparent and be real. Lord forbid, if I was to be let go from this job, you know what I'm saying, would it hurt my pockets? Yes, absolutely, it would. You know what I'm saying? However, I have residual income that's coming every single month, and I have a skill set to where I can jump back on my feet very quickly. You know what I'm saying? And I have a side hustle. I have a business. You know what I'm saying? So would it hurt my bottom line to lose my job? Yes. You know what I'm saying? But the goal for me is to make sure that I don't have to be married to a job. You know, in other words, 9-to-5 job. You know what I'm saying? Having a boss. I want to be my own boss. You know what I'm saying? I don't want everybody to come to me and tap me on the shoulder and say you're fired. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody has the same mentality, and not everybody can do that. You know what I'm saying? You have to know your own limits. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to take the cap off your limits and shoot to the stars, by all means do that. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is that they have to be employees in the world, because that's how the world works. You have to have workers. You have to have folks that work for somebody. That's just the way things work. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can be an entrepreneur. Not everybody can run their own business. Now, you can build wealth being an employee through investment engines, you know what I'm saying, like I stated before. But it takes a lot slower. It's a slower process to do it that way versus you've been an entrepreneur and you're making $5,000 transactions in one transaction, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. This non-emergency transport business that I have right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, these contracts can go upwards of 50,000, if not more, a year. You know what I'm saying? You got a couple of folks that I know that's in this business that their overall capital was like 3 to 4 million a year. Now, of course, you have to take away for expenses for like paying for the vehicles, for gas, maintenance, things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? But overall, they made 4 million in 1 year in that business. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Some folks, they can't even barely make 500,000 a year, let alone 4 mil. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just making this video to let y'all understand and to really make y'all really take heed to what's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Because these employers are wanting folks to go back to the office. You know what I'm saying? They don't want folks doing remote work anymore. A lot of them don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that everybody, not all these employers want their workers to come back to work, because for some of these jobs, it's not conventional for them to come back to an office. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, a lot of these big companies, they want them to come back to the office. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't come back to the office, they're getting fired, y'all. They're getting let go. You know what I'm saying? So you have to really understand what part of the spectrum you want to be on. You know what I'm saying? You want to be on the side where you want to be an entrepreneur and be a boss for yourself, or you want to work for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You can do that. You got folks that are working for other people that are making 400,000 or 500,000 a year. Sometimes even more than that. You know what I'm saying? So there is value in working for somebody. You know what I'm saying? But there's also more value, more rewarding for working for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, man, these employers don't care about you. They care about their bottom line. You know what I'm saying? So you need to understand and take grasp of your life and figure out what your bottom line is. You want to be an employer or an employee? All right? Like, comment, and subscribe. I endeavor to keep pushing videos. I'll give you leverage to better yourselves. Finite Fitness Info. Triple F, I'm gone.